All right. So good afternoon. In our previous classes, we were discussing about the chapter physical world. As of those who have joined new, you can just go back to the recorded videos, right? We have uploaded the recorded videos in the groups. If you have not got those recorded videos, you can just message me in the group. I will send you the recorded videos of previous classes, right? So as of those who have joined new, just try to follow the things, right? Things become more clear once you go through the recorded videos, right? And for those who are with us from past 10 or 12 days, will be able to follow us. And we were discussing about the chapter physical world. See, as far as this chapter physical world is concerned, this chapter gives us a brief idea regarding what science is, what is meant by scientific method, what is physics, what is to be studied in physics, right? What are the different branches of physics that we are going to study in the course of these 2 years, right? And also we have discussed about two principal thrusts of physics, unification and reductionism, that we have discussed. And we were discussing about the fundamental forces in nature. We were discussing about the fundamental forces in nature. Fundamental forces in nature. See, in the last class, I have told you what is meant by a force. Force antandre enu anta helidhi. See, force is something which is used to push, pull, throw, lift or break an object, isn't it? Suppose this is an object, and if I have to push this object, I have to apply a force on it. So I define force as force na hand define ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನೋಡಿ. Force ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Force is something which is required to push, pull, lift, throw or break an object. This is what is the definition of force. Force ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ at this point of time it is just push, pull, throw, lift or break an object. This is force, right? Nature ಒಳಗೆ there are only 4 forces. They are the fundamental forces in nature. The first fundamental force in nature is the gravitational force. See, we are not going to discuss about these forces in detail in this chapter. Instead, we will be just introduced to these forces. At this point of time, you must know that these are the forces that are present in nature, and we are going to study about all these forces in the course of this 2 years, right? This is just an introduction. Here you will be taught that there are these forces in nature, right? We are not going to describe these forces in detail at this point. ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು ಈ 4 ಫೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಅವೆ, ಈ 4 ಫೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಅಂತ, right? So the first fundamental force in nature is the gravitational force. The second fundamental force in nature is electromagnetic force. Electromagnetic force. The third fundamental force in nature is the strong nuclear force. Strong nuclear force. And the fourth fundamental force in the nature is the weak nuclear force. See, these are the 4 fundamental forces that are present in the nature. Gravitational force, electromagnetic force, strong nuclear force and the weak nuclear force. Now nature nagirodu ee 4 forces. Ina bere forces ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ. You may be knowing about frictional force. Sir, ಮತ್ತೆ frictional force ಕೂಡ ಅದಲ್ಲ nature ನಾಗೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ frictional force comes under electromagnetic force. Frictional force comes under electromagnetic force. We have already written electromagnetic force, isn't it? So basically there are only 4 forces in nature: gravitational force, electromagnetic force, strong nuclear force and weak nuclear force. All the other forces which you study in physics will be a part of any of these forces. Next physics na ಯಾವುದೇ forces ಬಂದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಈ 4 ಒಳಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಒಂದು ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. If we come across say adhesive force, Adhesive force will be a part of electromagnetic force. Adhesive force is also an electromagnetic force. Cohesive force anta bartade. Cohesive force is also an electromagnetic force. There exists force between sun and earth. The force between sun and earth is nothing but gravitational force. The force between sun and earth is nothing but gravitational force. See, this chalk piece is a solid object. This chalk piece is a solid object. Why is this solid? Antandre, you say the atoms and molecules in this chalk are tightly packed. The atoms and molecules in this chalk are tightly packed. Now, to be very specific, there is a strong interatomic force between the atoms of this chalk. Between the atoms of this chalk, there is a strong interatomic force. That interatomic force is also an electromagnetic force. That interatomic force is also an electromagnetic force. So, whatever forces you start studying in physics, they fall under any one of these four categories. That's it. Right? So, there are basically four forces in nature. One is gravitational force, the other is electromagnetic force, the third one is strong nuclear force, and the fourth one is weak nuclear force. These are the only four forces that are known so far. ನಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋದು ಬರೀ 4 forces. ಇನ್ನೂ ಇರಬಹುದು which are not still discovered, right? At this point of time, we know only these four forces present in the nature. In the nature, there are forces which we do not know at this point of time, right? So this is regarding the four fundamental forces in nature. I'll very briefly tell you what is meant by gravitational force. So we'll describe this gravitational force in detail in the chapter gravitation. We have a separate chapter called gravitation where we'll be describing about gravitational force in detail. At this point of time, I'll just give you a brief idea about what gravitational force is. Okay? See, gravitational force is the mutual force of attraction. Gravitational force is the mutual force of attraction between any two masses. Gravitational force is the mutual force of attraction between any two masses. Andre, ee gravitational force enadala, this is the mutual force of attraction between any two masses. See, these are two masses. I have two dusters. These two dusters have got mass. Idukku mass ade, ee duster igu mass ade, right? ಈ ಎರಡು masses ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಒಂದು force of attraction ಇರುತ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. There exists a force of attraction between two masses. This force of attraction between two masses is called as gravitational force. The force of attraction between two masses is called as gravitational force. See, I have written it as mutual force of attraction. Mutual force of attraction antandre, this duster 1 attracts duster 2. Similarly, duster 2 also attracts duster 1. This is mutual attraction. Duster 1 attracts duster 2 and duster 2 attracts duster 1. This is called mutual attraction. Suppose there are two persons here. We'll name these persons as X and Y. We'll name these persons as X and Y. He has some, say, chocolates with him. This person has got some chocolates with him, and even this person has got some biscuits with him. Person X has got some chocolates with him, and person Y has got some biscuits with him. This person X shares his chocolates with Y. Person X shares his chocolates with. Just a minute. So this person X shares his chocolates with person Y. In turn, person Y shares his chocolates with person X. We say there is a mutual sharing between X and Y. Andre, X shares some objects with Y and Y shares some objects with X. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಇಬ್ರು ಒಬ್ಬರ ಜೊತೆ ಒಬ್ರು ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಮ್ಯೂಚುವಲ್ ಶೇರಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಹಾಗೆ if duster 1 attracts duster 2 and duster 2 attracts duster 1, we say there is a mutual attraction between them. This mutual force of attraction between any two masses is called as gravitational force. Remember, gravitational force exists between masses. If any two particles have masses, there will be gravitational force between them. However large may be the masses or however small may be the masses. Masses ಬಹಳ ದೊಡ್ಡದಾದರೂ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಬಹಳ ಸಣ್ಣ masses ಆದರೂ ಇರಬಹುದು. ಆ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಅದೇ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅವೆರಡರ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಸೇ gravitational force is the force of attraction between two masses. Let us suppose this person X has a mass of say 10 kg. Person X has got a mass of 10 kg and person Y has got a mass of 20 kg. See, these two persons have got certain masses. The mass of person X is 10 kg and the mass of person Y is 20 kg. Because of their masses, there exists a force between them. You madhya one force irukku. Can you tell me what is that force? Can you tell me what is that force? There exists force between these two. Can you tell me what is that force? Adu yav force heltira? You bring nodi. There is mass of these two persons X and Y. Ibrigu mass ode. Hagadre avaribbru madhya yav force irbeku? Between those two. Between those two. There must be a gravitation. So this is the idea of gravitation. See, this is what Newton observed. Suppose this is Earth. Earth has got a mass, Earth is mass there, and say this is an apple tree, and this is an apple. See, even an apple has got mass. There is mass for apple as well as there is mass for Earth. Hagadre, between Earth and the apple, there must be a force of attraction. Can you tell me what is that force of attraction between Earth and the apple? Can you tell me what is that force that exists between Earth and the apple? Earth ಮತ್ತೆ apple ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಇರೋದು ಯಾವ force ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? Can you tell me what is that force? Very good. So gravitational force is the force of attraction between any two masses. ಇನ್ಮೇಲೆ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಎರಡು ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಗೆ ಮಾಸ್ ಅದೇ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದೆರಡರ ಮಧ್ಯ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಸಪೋಸ್ see, this is macroscopic domain. ನಾವೀಗ ಏನು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಲ್ಲ ಅದು macroscopic domain ಆಗಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ the objects were of large size. Duster example ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ, ಇದರದ್ದು ಮಾಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಇದರದ್ದು ಮಾಸ್ ಸೇ 50 grams ಇದೆ, ಇದರದ್ದು ಮಾಸ್ ಕೂಡ 50 grams ಇದೆ, right? ಇಂತ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ the objects of large size are called as macroscopic objects, right? Apple and Earth are also large in size, comparatively large in size. ಅವನು ನಾವು macroscopic objects ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. There are also objects or particles which are not even visible to our eyes and their masses are very small. Such particles whose sizes, masses are very small are called as microscopic particles. The example for microscopic particles are protons, electrons, neutrons. These are the microscopic particles. Microscopic particles ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಸೈಜ್ ಬಹಳ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಮಾಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಬಹಳ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅವು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸಲ್ಲ. ಅಂತ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ನಾವು we call them as microscopic particles. Suppose here is an electron. ಇದು ಒಂದು electron ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ನೋಡಿ, I have drawn it very small. I have drawn it very small because the size of the electron is negligibly small. The size of the electron is negligibly small. Let us call this as an electron, right? And here is a proton. Even proton is very small in size. This is an electron and this is a proton. Electron has got a mass. Electron is a mass of it, and that mass is very small. The mass of an electron is 9.1 into 10 to the power of minus 31 kg. The mass of an electron is 9.1 into 10 to the power of minus 31 kg. Right? It is a very small mass. I'll teach you about this powers in the next class. Right? Powers ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಯಾವ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಯಾವ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಹಳ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ತಲೆ ಕೆಡಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಡಿ. This is a very small mass. I'll teach you about these powers and all. Right? Proton adala. Even proton has got a mass. I write mass of proton as mp and I write mass of electron as me. Right? Mass of proton is 1.67 into 10 to the power of minus 27 kg. See, proton and an electron have got mass. Iduna proton anta ankonಡ್ರೆ ಇದು electron anta. Both have got mass and their sizes are very small. Size ಬಹಳ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಇದೆ, mass ಕೂಡ ಬಹಳ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಇದೆ. The mass of proton and mass of electron is too less, but they have masses. ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆದ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದ ನನಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಮಾಸ್ ಅದ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ನೋಡಬೇಕು. ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ you should just look at whether the particles have mass or not, whether they have large mass or they have small mass. ಅದು ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡೋಣ. If they have mass, there will be gravitational force between them. Now, these are two particles, electron and proton. They have specific masses. Will there be gravitational force between them? Will there be gravitational force between them? Even now, microscopic particles ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Proton and electron ಏನವಲ್ಲ, they are very small in size. We call those particles as microscopic particles. ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೂ ನಾವು ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಓದ್ತೀವಿ. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ, there are two major groups of physics: macroscopic group of physics and microscopic group of physics. We study about gravitational force between these two objects. Dusters ಮಧ್ಯ ಕೂಡ gravitational force ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಓದ್ತೀವಿ. Atoms of molecules ಅಥವಾ ಈ electron proton ಮಧ್ಯ ಕೂಡ gravitational force ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಓದ್ತೀವಿ. We study about both the objects at large scale and the objects at very minute scale in physics. Right? Okay. Will there be gravitational force between them or not? ಅವೆರಡರ ಮಧ್ಯೆ gravitational force ಇರ್ತದಾ ಇಲ್ಲ? Gravitational force ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಸಾಕಷ್ಟೇ. This is regarding gravitational force. So what is gravitational force ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, at this point of time you just remember gravitational force is a mutual force of attraction between any two masses. Electron pulls the proton, andre electron exerts force of attraction on proton, and this proton also pulls the electron. Proton also exerts force of attraction on the electron. Idನ್ನು ನಾವು mutual force of attraction ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Electron exerts force of attraction on proton and proton also exerts force of attraction on electron. This is called mutual force of attraction. Right? With this understanding of what gravitational force is, we'll try to understand some of the features of gravitational force. See, there are some special characteristics for this gravitational force. You know, brief explain ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. You just remember them. Some features of gravitational force. Some features of gravitational force. See, gravitational force is always attractive in nature. Gravitational force is always attractive in nature. Suppose I release this chalk piece from this point. You see that the earth attracts this chalk. What is that attraction force between earth and the chalk called as? You say it is gravitational force, isn't it? Instead of releasing it, I throw this object from this point. After reaching certain height, this chalk piece again falls down to the earth, isn't it? The chalk piece again falls down to the earth. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೆ? chalk piece ನ attract ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೆ. What did earth do with apple? Earth attracted the apple, isn't it? So gravitational force is always attractive in nature. ಎರಡು masses ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಏನು force ಇರ್ತದಲ್ಲ, ಅದು gravitational force. The force between two masses is gravitational force, and this force is always attractive in nature. It is never repulsive. Force may be attractive or force may even be repulsive, but gravitational force is always attractive in nature. Gravitational force is always attractive in nature. Hagadre, there exists force between proton and an electron. There exists force between proton and an electron because of their masses. What is that force? What is that force that exists between proton and electron because of their masses? The force is gravitational force. Whether this force will be attractive or it will be repulsive, your answer must be attractive. Gravitational force always try to bring the bodies together. Gravitational force always try to bring two bodies together. See, the gravitational force between Earth and the apple brings Earth and apple together, isn't it? The apple falls down to the earth and they become together. So gravitational force is always attractive in nature. See, it is a special feature of gravitational force. And gravitational force is the weakest force in nature. See, there are basically four forces in nature: gravitational force, electromagnetic force, strong nuclear force, and weak nuclear force. Among these forces, gravitational force is the weakest force. ಈ ನಾಲ್ಕು ಫೋರ್ಸಸ್ ನಾಗೆ ಯಾವುದು ವೀಕೆಸ್ಟ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್. Gravitational force is the weakest force in nature. We'll study why this is weakest force in nature, what are the factors on which this force depends. All these aspects we'll study in the chapter gravitation. Okay, at this point of time, you just remember gravitational force is the weakest force in nature. Electromagnetic force, gravitational force kotti yavu strong andre electromagnetic force strong. Gravitational force ಮತ್ತು strong nuclear force kotti yavu strong andre strong nuclear force is strong. Gravitational force and weak nuclear force, which is strong andre weak nuclear force is strong. Gravitational force is the weakest force in nature. Nature na present your forces are. Gravitational force is the weakest force. I'll tell you why this force is weakest force in the chapter gravitation. Ali will have some mathematical equations. A mathematical equations equal I will tell you why this is the weakest force. Right? And gravitational force acts between two masses without any physical contact. Without any physical contact. Now, observe this. Gravitational force acts between two masses without any physical contact. Try to understand. Now, I want to push this duster. What I have to do? I have to push this duster. In order to push this duster, I can do two things. One, I tell this duster to move. Does this move? I ask this duster to move to my left. Does this move? Move ಆಗ್ತದಾ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ? Does this move? I ask this duster to move to the left. Does it move? No. What is the other possibilities? I have to apply force on it. How to apply force on it? In order to apply force on this duster, I must go in contact with this duster, isn't it? ನಾನು ಈ ಡಸ್ಟರ್ ಜೊತೆ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ನ ಹೋಗಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಪುಷ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ? How to go in contact with this duster and I have to push. Or in order to pull this duster, I must go in contact with this duster and I have to pull it. Correct or not? Without going in contact with this duster, is it possible for me to apply force on it? Idr joti contact na ಹೋಗದೇನೆ ಇದನ್ನ pull ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ push ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಆಗ್ತದಾ ನನಗೆ? ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿ. In order to apply force on an object, ಈ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು, push ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ pull ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Is it possible to do this without going in contact with it? Not possible ಅಲ್ಲ? ಮತ್ತೆ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ think about the force between Earth and this duster. We know that when I release this duster moves towards the Earth. The duster moves towards the Earth. What is the reason for it is moving to us? The reason for it is known to us. What is the reason? What is the reason? When I release this duster from this point, it moves towards the, what is the reason? Gravitation. Very good. Who is exerting this gravitational force on the duster? Or who is pulling this duster downward? Who is pulling this duster downward? Who is pulling this duster downward? Earth. Very good. Iga, in order to pull this duster downward, actually Earth was coming in contact with it, isn't it? ಈ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನಾನು ಪುಲ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಇದ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ನಾಗ ಹೋಗಿ ಪುಲ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿ, is Earth actually coming in contact with this duster and pulling it down? ಅರ್ಥ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಡಸ್ಟರ್ ಜೊತೆ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ನಾಗ ಬರ್ತಿರೋದಾ ಇದನ್ನ ಪುಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ? ಬರ್ತಿರೋದಾ? Is Earth coming in contact with this duster to pull it down? ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಅರ್ಥ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಬಂದು ಇದನ್ನ ಹೀಗೆ ಪುಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೆಳಗೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಿರೋದಲ್ಲ? Is this happening? No, that doesn't happen. There are two types of forces again. One is contact force and the another is action at a distance force. ಎರಡು ರೀತಿ ಫೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಅವೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ನೇಚರ್ ನಾಗೆ. One is the contact force and the another is action at a distance force. ಅರ್ಥ ದೂರದೊಳಗಿದ್ದೆ ಈ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Earth remaining at greater distance from this object applies force on this object. Such forces are called as action at a distance force. What are such forces called as? Those kind of forces are called as action at a distance force. So we say gravitational force acts between two masses without any physical contact. There is no contact, there is no physical contact between Earth and the duster. Even then, Earth is capable of pulling it down. Nam kaile sadhyana. Is it possible for me to pull this duster without going in contact with it? Is it possible for me? Is it possible for me to pull this duster without going in contact with it? No. I must go in contact with it and pull this. ಈಗ ನಾನೇನು ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್. Whereas the force that Earth exerts on this duster is action at a distance force. It is action at a distance force. It is known as action at a distance force. Remaining at certain distance from this duster, the Earth is capable of exerting force. Such forces are called as action at a distance force. So gravitational force is an action at a distance force. ಯಾವತ್ತಾದ್ರೂ ಮುಂಚೆ ಆಲೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇದನ್ನ, ಇಂಥ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ನೇಚರ್ ನಾಗ ಅದೇ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಆಲೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮುಂಚೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಅದು ಆಕ್ಷನ್ at a distance force ಅದೇ ನೇಚರ್ ನಾಗೆ? Earth attracts duster, Earth attracts chalk, Earth attracts apple without coming in contact with that object. Isn't it so beautiful? Strange ansala. Earth ಆ ಚಾಕ್ ಪೀಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಡಸ್ಟರ್ ಅಥವಾ ಆಪಲ್ ಜೊತೆ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ನಾಗ ಬರ್ದಂಗೆನೆ ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. So this is the beauty of nature. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮಗೆ ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ಸೋದು. ಇಂಥವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಿರ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ನಾಗ, ರೈಟ್? ಆಮೇಲೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಅದೇ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, ರೈಟ್? ಐ ಟೆಲ್ ಯು ಹೌ ದ ಅರ್ತ್ ಇಸ್ ಕೇಪಬಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಡಸ್ಟರ್ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಇಟ್. ಆಲೋಚನೆ ಬರ್ತದಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕೆ ಹೀಗಾಯ್ತು? ನಾವು ಯಾಕೆ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ನಾಗ ಹೋಗಿ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕಬೇಕಾಯ್ತು? ಹೌ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅರ್ತ್ ಎಕ್ಸರ್ಟ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ಡಸ್ಟರ್ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಇಟ್? ಹೌ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಇಟ್ ಡೂ? ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ರೀಸನ್ ಅದೇ, ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಇಟ್. ಓಕೆ, okay, that is not a probable reason. Okay, I'll explain it. Explain ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. It is good that you are thinking. ಇದು clear? Gravitational force acts between two masses without any physical contact. Is this point clear? Is this point clear? ಇದನ್ನ ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ I'll explain it again. If you have not understood, I'll explain it again. Clear? Okay. And This gravitational force is a long range force. This gravitational force is a long range force. See, what is meant by long range force antandre? A long range force is that force which acts over very large distance. Whatever may be the distance between two masses, gravitational force still exists between two masses. See, now the distance between two masses is very small. There will be gravitational force between them. Now the distance between the two masses increased. Even now there will be gravitational force between them. The gravitational force between two masses further increased. Even now there will be gravitational force between them. The gravitational, now the distance between two objects is further increased. There will be gravitational force between them. Even if these two objects are taken to very large distance, gravitational force still acts between them. Just like gravitational force present between Earth and the Sun. See, the distance between Earth and the Sun is about, the distance between Earth and the Sun is about 1.5 into 10 to the power of 11 meters. The distance between Earth and the Sun is about 1.5 into 10 to the power of 11 meters. 10 power 7 meter antandre 1 crore meter anta. 10 power 7 idre 1 crore anta. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಎಷ್ಟು 10 power 7 sorry 10 power 11 meters. That means there is a very large distance between Earth and the Sun. Even now gravitational force acts between them. So we say gravitational force is a long range force. Andre gravitational force acts between two masses even if they are at very large distance from each other. Is that clear? Is the idea of long range force clear? Yak long range force aaytu matte gravitation chapter na ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. At this point you just remember this brief idea regarding gravitation, right? Gravitational force. Is the idea of long range force clear? Long range force ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು clear ಆ? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ? Long range force ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲನಾ? Long range force ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸಾರಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. Okay, entire solar system is held together by gravitational force. Somebody has put entire solar system. Yes, the entire solar system is held together by gravitational force. That is a macroscopic phenomena again. You know, if you start thinking about planets, it's a macroscopic physics. If you start studying about atoms and molecules, the sizes of particles are very small. That's microscopic group of physics. See, when I say long range force, it is the force, gravitational force acts between two masses, even if the two masses are at large distance. Suppose here are two persons. Your hesaru X, your hesaru Y. Your ibbru madhya distance 1 meter. Your mass 20 kg ಇದೆ and his mass is 30 kg. Now there exists gravitational force between them. ಈಗ ಇಬ್ರು ಮಧ್ಯೆ gravitational force ಇರ್ತದಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ x ಮತ್ತು y ಇಬ್ರು ಅರ್ತ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. Both x as well as y are on the earth surface. They are just separated by a distance of 1 meter. ಇವಾಗೂ ಇವ್ರಿಬ್ರು ಮಧ್ಯೆ gravitational force ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಈಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾ? ಈ y ಇದನ್ನ ಇವನ್ನ will send him to Mars. Will send him on the planet Mars. Now, this person Y is on Mars. Person X is still on Earth. Now, what happened to the distance between X and Y? What happened to the distance between X and Y? Whether it has increased or it has decreased or it is the same? Why we are revolving around the sun, that I'll explain. That gravitational force actually provides centripetal force for the earth to go around it. Right? We'll describe about planetary motion in gravitation. Right? There exists gravitational force between sun and earth, and that gravitational force between sun and earth actually provides centripetal force for the earth to go around the sun. It's because of that reason earth is revolving around the sun. Planetary motion ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಸತ್ಯ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಬಹಳ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ತಲೆ ಕೆಡಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಡ್ರಿ ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ನಾಗೆ. This is just a brief discussion, right? ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿ ಈ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಐಡಿಯಾಸ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗ್ತವೆ. See here, there are two persons X and Y. Initially X and Y were on the earth. X and Y were on the earth and they were separated by a distance of 1 meter. Ibru madhya distance 1 meter ittashte. X has a mass of 20 kg and Y has a mass of 30 kg. Because they both have masses, there will be gravitational force between them. There will be gravitational force between them. ಈಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಈ Y ಇದನ್ನ this person Y ಇವನ ಮಾರ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. We will send him on the planet Mars, right? We will send this person Y on the planet Mars. Now what happened to the distance between X and Y? What happened to the distance between X and Y? What happened to the distance between X and Y? Increased or decreased? Distance increase ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಇವರು ಬಹಳ ದೂರ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ X ಮತ್ತೆ Y, ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಅವರಿಬ್ಬರ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತದಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ. There will be gravitational force between them. Gravitational force is a long range force. Gravitational force is a long range force. Whatever may be the distance between two objects, there always exists gravitational force between them. That gravitational force may be large or that gravitational force may be small, right? That gravitational force may be large or it may be small, but there exists gravitational force between two masses, even if they are separated by large distance, right? This is just an example to illustrate